Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Uh, Assalamu alaikum to everyone watching. Um, basically, I want to talk about giving up two of the hardest things that people deal with when they come to Islam, when they come back to the deen. Um, and that's music and smoking. Um, and would that be whether it be smoking weed or smoking cigarette? Um, Uh, I'm going to do another talk this week at some stage about how harmful weed is because people try to belittle weed, yeah, and make it seem like a minor drug. But weed, yeah, is one of the most corruptive things, um, drugs that people take, and it meshes up people's life in a whole lot of ways. And I'm talking as a regular smoker of weed before I was a Muslim, and weed is not a light drug, and it's not an easy thing. You know what I'm saying? A little thing either. But today I don't want to actually talk about the harms of weed. I want to talk about people who are either addicted to weed or music and they want to give it up, and how to go about it. Many people, me myself as well, when I found out that music was haram and I found out that weed or cigarette, it was haram, it was a blow to me because I sincerely love both of them. And I sincerely believed, no joking, wallahi, I sincerely believed that it was mentally and physically impossible to live without these things and be happy. Yeah. Well, at least music. I used to think it was mentally and physically, yeah, impossible, yeah, to live without music and be happy. Yeah. Weed, at first, when I started smoking and stuff, it was because of my environment and so forth and that. And at first, I did it for the buzz and this, that, and the other. But after a certain amount of time, you start smoking weed and stuff like it doesn't buzz you no more. Um, it doesn't affect you. You become numb to it, and then because of the nicotine and the weed, you become addicted to it, and it's a really strong addiction. You know, it's not a light thing to give up. But anyway, the whole point I would say is that if you're a brother or you're a sister who who love music or you love weed, yeah, and you believe it's too hard for you to actually give up and so forth, yeah, then I'm here to tell you that you can give it up and it's not possible. And the reason why it's possible for you to give it up is because Allah said in the Quran, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِ, I did not create mankind and jinn, yeah, except to worship me. So it means that the main purpose of life, yeah, is worshipping Allah. It doesn't mean that you can't do anything else, but it means that Allah created us to worship Him. And it means that there's nothing in this deen that Allah has made haram that me or you can't give up, even if it seems that way. It's possible to give up because it will be unjust for Allah to create us to worship Him and not to do something, yeah, but it's impossible. If Allah asked us to abstain from something and it's impossible, it would mean that He's unjust. And one of Allah's names and attributes, yeah, this comes back to Tawheed. One of Allah's names and attributes is that He's Adam. He's just. He's the most just. Yeah. So the whole thing is that look, just like you, when I was addicted to music and I was addicted to weed, I thought like music I love too much. You know, I used to get dressed to music. I used to get when I was cooking, I would listen to music. Every form, way, shape, form, and so forth. Like music was a part of my life, meaning that the way this is how my life was set up as a non-Muslim, and this is most probably typical with a lot of you, especially you guys. Like I was so addicted to music that right next to my bed I would have a music set. Yeah, and as soon as I woke up, yeah, as soon as I woke up, before my eyes even opened, yeah, when I got consciousness, before my eyes even opened, I would press play, and then the rap music would come out, the tunes would come out, gunshots, swearing, this, that, and the other, so forth, and then the second action I would do is build up, like smoke a spliff, light a spliff that was in the ashtray, and this is what I want to say, that why Islam is such a beautiful religion, because look at how as non-Muslims in the dunya, yeah, you start off with day, you wake up, you know what I'm saying, you blast tunes, you smoke or you drink alcohol and this, that, and the other. As Muslims, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you're supposed to say is Alhamdulillahi alladhi ahyana ba'da ma matana wa ilayhi nushur. Oh Allah, thank us. You wake up and you're supposed to say, oh Allah, thank you for giving us life after we were dead, asleep, yeah, yeah, and to you is the return. So as a Muslim, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is remember that, you know, as they say that sleep is the sister to death, and even doctors say that when you go to sleep, something comes out of your body. They can't explain it, but they say something comes out of your body, yeah, like in death, but it returns when you wake up. So anyway, the whole thing is that look at the beauty of this religion. The first thing you do when you wake up as a Muslim is you remember that you were just sleeping and your soul didn't have to be returned to you. And secondly, that you know that you one day you're gonna die when you go to, like your soul's gonna permanently be taken away from you and you're gonna face your Lord, you know. So yeah, but I was saying is that as a non-Muslim, like, I was so addicted to music that the first action I did when I woke up, yeah, was listen to music before my eyes even open. I would press play, you know, play on the stereo and so forth, and then the next thing would be smoke weed. Now, the whole thing is that me myself, like you most probably, I thought it was impossible. I thought it was very, like I said, and I'll keep on saying it, mentally and physically impossible. Yeah, for me to give it up. I thought, like, it's impossible for me to live my life and not play music, get dressed, you know, um, you know, when I'm cooking, you know what I'm saying, while I'm like during the day and this, that, and the other, and to be happy without it, which is kind of like shirk because, you know, if you can't be happy with that music, it's kind of like a god to you. Yeah. Secondly, yeah, weed, I thought it was impossible, you know what I'm saying? Because I was used to smoke it every day, and if you smoke it regularly, weed regularly becomes a part of you. When you smoke weed every day, you know what I'm saying, and you're continuous smoke and stuff like that, it becomes a part of you. Obviously, it's the nicotine, but the reality of the situation is that 99.9% of people, yeah, um, smoke weed with cigarette because they don't have the money and they don't grow weed themselves, so they can't smoke without the cigarette. So that's the addictive. That's part of the addictive part. But there's a million other reasons why weed is haram, even if you didn't smoke it with cigarette, because people try and get out of it. Like especially numbers, they try and say that look, yeah, you're saying weed is bad because it's addictive, but it's only addictive because of the nicotine. First of all, there's a million other reasons why it's haram. You know, why it's haram and we don't smoke weed as Muslims. All people shouldn't smoke weed. You know, um, but yeah, this is not to talk about the harms of. This is not to talk about the harms of weed at the moment. This is just advice to help people get off weed at the moment. Hold on a sec. Well, well, alaikum salam, Nissa. I'm fine, inshallah. Just doing this video before I go off to work. But anyway, yeah. So don't mess around with me, mate. Don't mess around with me, mate. Hold on. Sorry for this inconvenience. Come on. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So basically, yeah. As like, there's many reasons, like for those people who try to be smart and say, yeah, but the reason why weed ain't really haram, or you know, it's not wrong to smoke weed. You Muslims say it's wrong to smoke weed because you get addicted and this, that, and the other. But that's only because you smoke it with cigarette. If you don't, then you won't get addicted. Yeah. First of all, one, as Muslims, we don't walk around and mash up the mind that Allah has given us. It's haram for us to walk around and mash up the mind that Allah has given us. Yeah, and kill the brain cells that God has given us. Secondly, we don't walk around high in this, that, and the others because we're supposed to pray 5 times a day. Yeah, and the buzz of weed, it lasts with you. Yeah, and the thing is, this is that you're not supposed to speak to God when you're high and you're not your faculties ain't working and so forth. Secondly, it meshes up your lungs. It does. There's many things, but I'm gonna do a separate video on the harms of weed because people try to make it seem like nothing. Like it's like drinking water. It's like such a it has a minor bad effect. This is not weed meshes up people's life. Yeah, it meshes up people's life, and the vast majority of people anyway, yeah, they smoke weed with cigarette, and when you're used to smoking it all the time, yeah, it becomes part of you. It becomes like oxygen to you. You need it. And if you don't have it, yeah, you become agitated and irritative. And even your best friend, you're gonna be snappy with them. You know what I'm saying, and so forth. And you're a wretch to be around because you're switchy and you're if you don't get your if you don't get your spliff, yeah, then you become irritated and and agitated and frustrated, and it it messes up your life, and it also takes your motivation out of you. But the point is this: if you believe that it's too hard to give up music, it's too hard to give weed, yeah. As Allah says, He knows a black ant, yeah, on a black rock on a black night, yeah. You know, Allah knows every conversation that's happening in this universe at the moment in detail, and His knowledge, he's aware of like all the conversations that happen all over the world, all the different people on the phone, all the different people arguing at the moment, all the different people, you know what I'm saying, having group meeting and conferences. Allah understands all of that in detail, with no minus to His knowledge. Yeah. So the whole thing is this basically. Me, because these videos are supposed to be practical ways of how to give stuff up. Me, when I found out that music was haram and I found out that weed was haram, uh, all I just did is because I knew my reality, my situation, and how my love for weed and my love for music, because it was really a love for music, but it was addiction to weed. Yeah, the all I did is I just begged Allah. I begged Allah. I, I made dua to Allah and I begged Allah and I said to Allah that look, I want to obey you. I want to be a good Muslim. I don't want to be just Muslim by name and doing everything haram and stuff like this. I found out that music and weed are haram and so forth, and I just want you to take this fitna from me and my desire for these things out of me because I don't think physically, mentally and physically I can give these up because my love for music is too much and my weed, my addiction, my the pull that weed has on me, you know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to overcome it. You know, that's what I did, and the reason why I made that dua sincerely, and I believed it would be answered because I don't believe that Allah would place us here, yeah, and not to do, and we're supposed to worship Him, and He would tell us not to do certain things, but it's impossible not to do them, yeah. I don't believe there's anything that, as Allah says, He doesn't burden us so more than it can bear. There's nothing in this deen that is impossible to do. It may take effort. Uh, it may be a struggle at first, but it can be done. Yeah. So the whole thing is that yeah. So I made that dua. The first few days was tough, 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 tough. Yeah, it was frustrating. You know, the first few weeks. You know what I'm saying? It it took patience. You know, it was hard. It was a battle. It was a mental battle. You know, with this, that, and the other. But it was doable. But it was, you know, it was like withdrawal symptoms and so forth. The yeah, the first weekdays and weeks and stuff, it was hard. After like I would say about like 2 months in this, that, and the other, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't like a intense battle. It was hard, but it was, you know, it wasn't like the first days, the first weeks. Yeah. And then after the first the months in this, that, and the other, like three, 2.5, I would say 2, 3 months, yeah. It was like a little pull, like trying to pull me back, but it wasn't dominant. It wasn't a struggle. It was just like a every now a little urge and this, that, and the other, and so forth. So the whole thing is that now, like now, I don't need to listen to music. Like I literally thought that it's impossible to be happy unless, you know, you had like music playing like 24/7 or like and obviously that's not true because obviously when you come into this earth, you don't come into this earth, with music. You need water, you need food, you need, you need oxygen. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need music. Music is not a necessity for life. And that's what I love about Islam is that like Islam truly makes you free. You know, I don't think people understand. If you don't need you don't need to go clubbing to be happy. If you don't need to, you know what I'm saying, what is it? Listen to music to be happy. If you don't need to drink alcohol to be happy, you know what I'm saying. I know, there's certain non-Muslims, if you took weed and yeah, if you took weed away from them, yeah, today and you took was it smoking away from them today, they will lose their mind. If you or even just music, you say, listen, you can't listen to music for a month. Certain people are saying who've got degrees, who've got, masters. Certain people who got uh, high IQ, they would lose it. You know, and that's why Islam makes you free because you don't need these things to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Certain people believe, and I was one of them. You can't live without music. You can't live without weed. It's like, subhanAllah, if you can't live without music, then it's kind of like a god, ain't it? If you say, I think it's impossible, if you actually believe it's impossible to be happy unless you listen to music, that's like a god. If you're saying that the only way I can be on this earth, yeah, and function properly on a day-to-day basis is if I'm allowed to listen to music. And if I don't have music, I'm gonna be upset and miserable. Then that's a sad state, man. That's a sad state. Yeah. So the whole thing is that at the end of the day, I do not believe, yeah, and I'm not perfect. I'm not a mu'min, I'm not like I want to be a mu'min. I'm not a mu'min, yeah. I don't even consider myself to be a pious Muslim, yeah. Um, but the whole thing is this. I don't believe that there's any, and I'm not saying I've achieved everything yet, but I don't believe that Allah will command us to worship Him and stay away from certain things, but yet it's impossible to do. Like, because if it is, it means He's unjust, and it means He's given us a task that's too hard. Yeah, so it's possible to live without music and to be happy. Wallahi, I'm not like me and the brothers that I know and this, that, and the other, and so forth. Like, like we're not like on the verge of unhappiness because we can't listen to music. A lot of people, the shaitan gives you this view when you're not practicing, yeah, that people that are practicing live boring, unhappy, grey lives, yeah, and that everyone else who's out there doing haram and this, that, and the other, and so forth, yeah, is having a happy life. And wallahi, this is not the truth. I tell you, you see me, yeah, you see a Muslim, yeah, you can never really enjoy a Muslim can never really enjoy a haram life. I tell you why you can never really enjoy it, yeah, because me, um, I started practicing, then something happened due to a Muslim, yeah, and I fell off Deen again, yeah, and then eventually I got back on Deen. It's a long story. I'll explain it sometime, yeah. Apart from being a kafir and not knowing my purpose, yeah, the worst time I had was when I fell off. After being on Deen, I fell off Deen, yeah, and I explained to you why. Um, it was when I was kind of a new Muslim, and it was due to a Muslim. But I'll explain it another time. But look, the reason why as a Muslim you could not enjoy, yeah, a haram lifestyle, yeah, is because deep down, yeah, when you're bunning weed, when you're got a girlfriend, yeah, when you're going clubbing and this, that, and the other, you can't really enjoy it because deep down in the back of your mind, you know Yom Kippur exists, the Day of Judgment exists, and you know Jahannam hellfire exists. So the only way you can enjoy a haram lifestyle when you're a Muslim is that you try and push for totally block, yeah, Judgment Day out of your mind, yeah, hellfire out of your mind, and Allah out of your mind, yeah. But you can't really do that. You can pretend, yeah. You can pretend that when you're with people and you're in a club or you're in your flat or something or your hostel, bunning weed and drinking and this, that, and the other, and laughing and joking and this, that, and the other. and you can pretend that you're enjoying yourself, yeah. But once everyone goes home, you know, the TV's not on, or the YouTube's not on, or the computer's off, and you're on your own, yeah. And there's no one else around. There's no distractions. There's no music. There's no YouTube on. There's no computer on. You know what I'm saying? And it's just you on your own. Yeah. You start thinking about Yom Kippur. You start thinking about Jahannam. And it's a very dangerous situation. Yeah. If you're a Muslim, yeah, and you're living that life of budding, you got a girlfriend, or you're doing crime, or this, that, and that, or you're raving. It's very dangerous, yeah. If you try to enjoy it by blocking Allah, yeah, Allah out, Yom Qiyamah out, yeah, and judgment and hellfire out, because you might totally kill your iman. Because what you try to do as a Muslim is not practicing. You think that as long as I don't listen to Islamic lectures, as long as I'm not around practicing Muslims, as long as I don't hear about Judgment Day, as long as I don't hear about Jahannam and the hellfire, as long as I don't hear about Allah, yeah, it doesn't apply to me. So you fool yourself. As long as I don't hear about this stuff and I don't start feeling guilty and start feeling bad about my actions and stuff, it doesn't apply to me. But in reality, hellfire's still there. Yom Kippur is still there. Allah's still watching. So the whole thing is it's a very dangerous situation when you live that life, yeah. And then basically you just try to block everything Islamic out of your life. You try to avoid practicing people. You try to avoid hearing any Islamic lectures. You just try to avoid hearing about hellfire, the day of judgment. You just block out. And you can laugh, and then you may laugh with people, and when you're in a group and this, that, and the other, and you may go raving, and you may do zina and this, that, and the other, and so forth. And you can pretend, yeah, you don't feel bad about it. You can pretend to not to think about the consequences. But be careful, because if you block it out, you might end up being successful at blocking Allah out, blocking Yom Kippur out, blocking the Day of Judgment out, and you might just become a disbeliever. Because wallahi, if you're a Muslim who's not a deen but in weed, yeah, because it's true, when a person smoke weed, they think a lot, yeah. But so what if you think a lot, yeah, and at the same time the weed is taking motivation out of you, because weed makes you into a bum and takes your motivation out of you. But the thing is, when you bun, you think about things a lot. But the problem is that when you're a Muslim, you know you're not supposed to be bunning, and two, you start thinking about Jahannam. So then you go into depression. Unless you block Jahannam out of your mind. And if you block Jahannam out of your mind and Allah out of your mind, that you might stop believing in it. That's the dangerous thing. You can never really, yeah, enjoy the kafir lifestyle or dunya lifestyle, yeah, a haram dunya lifestyle, yeah, yeah, as a Muslim. You can't. Even a girlfriend. If you got a girlfriend, you can never really think about it, because you know, if I die in this relationship, if I die, if Allah takes my soul while I'm doing zina with this girl, or while I'm in this relationship, you know, because having a girlfriend, I'm going a bit off track now, because having a girlfriend, it meshes up your whole deen, or having a boyfriend, it meshes up your whole deen, because like while you're with them, you don't pray. You know, even if you like you could be a person who's trying to practice this, that, and the other, and so forth. So when you're on your own, yeah, you may pray, you may not listen to music, you may where's it? You may do some good things, yeah. But when you're with that girl, with that girl, you're not gonna be praying. You're gonna be listening to music. You like it's smashed up. You know. Yeah, Jung Sing. I see your questions. I'm gonna answer them after. But anyway, the whole point I'm trying to say is that no, I know there's many people out there who listen to music and smoke weed, and deep down in the heart, they wanna like do the right thing, and they wanna give up, but they think it's too hard. All you have to do is make a sincere dua to Allah, and I'm not ashamed to do it. I begged Allah, I cried to Allah, I said to Allah, I'm too I'm too mentally weak and physically weak, yeah, to give up. What is it? Music. I love it too much. I don't think I can part with it. I've grown up with it most of my life. And what is it? Weed, I've been smoking it for too long. I smoke it every day. It's like breathing to me now. It's part of my life. I don't think I've got the strength mentally or physically to give them up. And I made dua, you know, and I truly believed that I was gonna be able to give it up because I wanted to give it up. I wanted to I wanted to obey Allah, you know, and I don't believe that if I sincerely made a dua, that Allah would not answer it. It wasn't easy. Nah, it wasn't. It was a struggle at first. It was a battle. It was a fitna at first. You know, it was frustrating at first. It was hard. It was hard. It was hard. You know, but it was doable. And now I have no need for it. Not the slightest for musical weed. I don't need it. I don't feel. Even now when I smell weed, it smells disgusting to me now. You know, and so forth. But anyway, the whole point is that you could give up weed and listen, yeah. Even if it's the case, yeah. Listen, it's about forget about what other people think, yeah. It's about you and your situation. It's about you and your relationship with Allah. Yeah. Look, if you're a person who listens to music, tries to give it up, then you fall back into it. First of all, make the no dua. Make us as if you listen to music or whatever, make a sincere dua to Allah now. Make a sincere dua to Allah now. And so, oh Allah, I want to give up music and I want to give up smoking. I beg you, yeah. Please remove these fitness from my life and the pull on of them from my life. First, do that. Now, if you try and give up and this, that, and the other, and after a few days you fall back into it, not a problem. You make the dua again. Keep on trying, keep on trying. Yeah? The thing is this, yeah? The the thing is this, yeah. Um, as long as you die, yeah, struggling, and don't try and be smart, yeah. But as long as you, whether it's with music or weed or something, as long as you die, yeah, in a situation where you're making dua to Allah and you're sincerely trying to give it up. Maybe you're sincerely trying to give it up, but you fall back in. But then you sincerely trying to give it and you fall back in. And don't like, cause you can play with my words how you want, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you're sincerely trying to do it and you do it and you stay away for months and then you fall back into it, yeah, yeah. As long as you die sincerely trying to give it up, whether it's girls, music, weed, uh, and so forth, yeah. That's your relationship with Allah. Now don't take what I'm saying because it's possible for you to give it up. Yeah, it's possible because Allah would make it haram if you can't. Yeah, and so forth. And many people, you know, have given it up and they used to smoke it every day. They used to listen to music every day and so forth. But I'm saying is that uh, everyone has different fitness, and as long as you sincerely, yeah, you sincerely are trying to give it up, and you're begging Allah your towards as this on Yom Kippur, you're gonna be raised. You're gonna be raised. What is it? In that condition of the intention of trying to give it up there, you know. So the whole thing is that look, at the end of the day, it's possible to give up music and it's possible to give up weed. What is it? Yeah, JA, I've seen your question. You know, I've seen your question, John Sings as well. And walaikum salam, go live media UK. Uh, I'm gonna get to your questions inshallah after I finish. But I'm just letting you know I'm aware of your questions. But the whole point I'm trying to say to you is it's possible to give up. It's just like your girlfriend or your boyfriend if you're your sister. It's possible to be happy without this person in your life. I know you're in love and you're all this crap and all this stuff and you think you can't live without them. Yes, you can. The fact you came out of your mother's womb without a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you can be happy without them. It's just shaitan telling you you can't. You know. So like I said, the best first thing you could do is sincerely beg Allah. Like me, I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm a man and this, that, and the other. When I found out music and weed was haram, yeah, was haram, I just begged Allah, I even cried to Allah, I said, Allah, I want to obey you, I want to be a good Muslim, I don't want to be a Muslim that's doing bare major sins, I want to obey you, yeah, I love this deen, you know, and so forth. Please make it easier for me, you know. It took effort, but eventually, I did it. Something I would tell you, yeah, advice I would give you, to not to do. Solutions that I hear people give to people that I believe are bad solutions, yeah? For example, people say, oh, you should start listening to the sheaves instead of music. I disagree with this, I tell you what. Me, when I found out music was haram, I found it was haram and I just left. I made dua to Allah. to leave it and so forth. And yeah, he answered my dua. It took effort at first, but I eventually did that. Later on, years later, came across people saying that the sheads are halal and this, that, and the other, and you can listen to the sheads and so forth. But I've never listened to any nasheeds or anything and so forth. I'll tell you why. Yeah, one, I believe they're haram anyway. Nasheeds, with instruments or without instruments anyway. I believe they're both haram. I believe they're haram anyway. Yeah, but sorry, give me a second. But let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. You should listen to the sheaves. I don't. You don't find narrations of of the companions, whether it's the prophet peace be upon him, and people call it dawah. You don't find narrations of any prophet giving dawah through singing. Not one. You will not find any companion, any prophet going to a group of people. The prophet said, Allah said, He said, a prophet to every nation, first thing called into Tawheed. Oh, first thing called into worship Allah alone and avoid false Tahu, false deities or so forth. Yeah. He also said, the Prophet sent Mu'adh ibn Jabal to Yemen. He said, you're going to a people of the book, the Christians, let the first thing you call them to is to Tawheed. You never saw in the Quran or the Sunnah that Allah sent a prophet to a nation and he was singing like Boys to Men or Jodeci. You don't know, you lot don't know these guys like, he was singing like, I don't know, Usher or any of these guys like this, that, no prophet went to gave dawah to people through singing. Secondly, you don't find if you never read a hadith where the prophet peace Aisha was with the prophet and she said I was in the kitchen with the prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he was singing, and or Abu Bakr was with Prophet Muhammad and he was singing and so forth and so that, you know. So the whole thing is, it wasn't a way of a life for the Muslim, for the companions and so forth to sing. You see what I'm saying? And so forth. But anyway, the whole point is the reason why I say that I don't think it's a good idea. Some people give the nasiha, to give up music, you should listen to the sheeds and this, that, and the other, and so forth, and to get off music. I disagree with it. I'll tell you why. Because I just believe that nasheeds are a crap version of music. And deep down, really, you want to listen to music. And that's why I sincerely believe, I sincerely believe, excuse me, that anyone that listens to nasheeds, every now and again listens to music. I'll tell you why. Because the kafar are always, they got shaitan in their life. They got music. The music they like music is a shaitanic thing. And what it is what it is that the kafar will always make better music than the Muslims will. They will always, it will sound better, it will be better, it will be in every way. And I believe when you listen to the nasheed, you just listen to a weak, crap version of music, and you really want to listen to the music. You really want to listen to the music and so forth, And you know, uh, that's what happened to people like Dean Squad. Dean Squad, I don't know what their intention was and so forth, but they started off, they started off maybe trying to help the youth and this, that, and the other and so forth, yeah. But the whole thing is, look what happened in the end. So now then they end up listening to cafe music. They end up listening to cafe music, yeah. Listen up to swearing, listen to talk about drugs, talk about zina, this, that, and the other. So that's the whole thing. The whole thing about youth dawah that people have got mixed up and messed up. They got it backwards. The whole youth dawah is speaking to the youth in a way they understand, yeah, and bringing them, yeah, closer to the practicing, to being practicing. So how can I give this? Let me give you a situation. Uh, okay, this is Apple. Say this is the youth, yeah, and these are the practicing brothers, yeah. The whole point of youth dawah is that to talk to the youth, the practicing brothers, yeah, to talk to the youth and bring them closer to them in a way they understand. But what's happened with the youth down now is that this is the youth and this is the practicing brothers, yeah, they became like the youth. So they started singing and they started, what I'm saying, they started singing, they started dancing like them, they started listening to kafar songs and singing them and so forth and blah 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 and so forth. And the practicing the youth, yeah, the youth the youth that I had music and into this that they didn't change. Dean Squad and I Am Khalid and Omar East and all these people, they became like the youth. You see what I'm saying? They ended up listening to Kafar songs and this, that, and the other. So me, I would say that like forget the nasheeds and stuff like this. Wallahi, man, these nasheeds are. You can tell these people, all these people into the nasheeds nowadays, they're singing far cover songs. You know what I'm saying? They've been dragged back into the dunya, man, and so forth. So anyway, all I would say to you, all I would say to you is that inshallah, may Allah aid you with your struggle with weed and music. I believe in you. You can give it up. It is possible to do it, inshallah. And what is it? May Allah help you on your path. And hopefully, in a few months, inshallah, you'll be free from it, and you won't, you won't have this pull and this satanic pull over you, and that you'll be free from it. And it's a relief, man. Alhamdulillah, when you don't need to smoke. Like smoking's so bad, it turns your fingers yellow. It mashes up your throat. It turns your teeth yellow. Um, it it weed mashes up your memory, man. Everyone that smokes weed, they can't find their keys today. Whenever they're ready to leave their house, they don't know where their keys are and stuff like that. It makes you agitated, you know. Um, have you noticed after? Yeah, so it really messes you. A weed makes you a bum. It takes your motivation away. It makes you want to just chill in the house and eat munchies, smoke and eat munchies and stuff like that. It just, you know, it meshes you up. But anyway, um, I've got to go off to work soon, so let me go through some of your questions quickly. Come on. Okay, so okay, Salam Nisa Hassan Jongsing. Salam alaikum. Did you revert? Yeah, I'm a revert to Islam. I reverted, I would say in my early 20s, I think, around that time. Uh, inshallah, just type in, what's my revert story? Where is it? Is it from the, no, not from the streets to Islam. Just type in why I became Muslim, Street Ordine, and the video will come up. Yeah, just go to YouTube, type in why I became Muslim, and type in Street Ordine, and my video will come up. And I've got like half an hour story explaining of how I became Muslim. JA, I'm currently going through this struggle, brother. No over 3 months and no music. JA, keep it up, man. I'm proud of you, man. Wallahi, it's not easy, but it can be done, man. It can be done, and may Allah reward you. You used Ramadan for a good purpose, man. Yeah, you'll be free of it, man. It's a struggle at first, but you're gonna be over it sooner. And I'm proud of you, man. Keep it up. Wa alaikum salam, go live media. As you get older, you grow up of music. Yeah, you know what? If you're trying to practice Deen, yeah, there's man's in their 50 and 60, trying like uh trying to sing songs by people in their teens, man. Artists in their teens and stuff. Okay, giving up weed is easy when you focus on keeping busy, exercising, eating well. Yeah, it's true, but that's another thing I want to say. It's gonna be very, very, very close, very hard and close to impossible. I won't say impossible, but very close to impossible if you're gonna try and give up smoking weed, yeah, and you're hanging out with people, um, who smoke weed, it's because weed is a lifestyle, man. And what I want to say to you is as well is that I'm gonna do a video called about like talk about not practicing when you live the same day over and over again, and it could be for weeks, it could be for months and years. Where same day that man them they link up, they smoke weed, they listen to tunes, they talk about rapper beefs and council estate beefs, and it's just the same. It's like Groundhog Day. You guys will. I don't think you guys know what Groundhog Day is. Some of you will. But it's just like the same day over and over and over again. And then 5 years of your life have gone like 10. Like, so it's like a lifestyle where you just both, you link up and you just smoke and just chat about rappers all day and council state beefs all day. And these people that you're spending your whole life just that's it down the toilet, they're not even thinking about you. There's people that's speaking about Jay-Z and Nas and this Amigos and all these rappers and stuff for hours and hours and day after day and talk about this council state beef and that beef. And these people do not give a damn about you, but you spend your whole day just chatting about mans. Uh, but yeah. you gotta change friends, man. You know, you have to ask yourself, yeah, like what, non-Muslims, yeah, like there could be a Muslim that hangs around with Muslims, yeah, non-Muslims, and like certain of them, some of them may have actual goals. One of them wants to be a DJ. One of them wants to, I don't know. One of them wants to shot drugs. One of them wants to be a model and this, that, and the other. They are not gonna let, yeah, they are not gonna let your beliefs, yeah, stop them from chasing their dreams. Okay, there's some people, yeah, that just sit down and smoke weed and drink alcohol and just chat about rappers 24/7 and cancel their beef. But then there's people that bun weed and this, that, and the other and so forth. And uh, they got certain goals. It might be haram goals like be selling drugs or becoming a rapper or whatever this that and the other. If they don't know that you believe music is haram, or if there's a girl that hangs around and she wants to be a model and this that and the other, she is not going to put her dreams on hold. Yeah, because she knows you believe it's haram. At the end of the day, yeah, sometimes Muslims, yeah, like they want to do certain things in life, whether it's in education, whether it's in dunya, whether it's in just a desire, they got a hobby or desire that they love, yeah, and they want to do it, but they can't do it. But their friends are all people that smoke weed and just like uh, drink and this, that, and the other. So for 3 years, 5 years, while they're hanging around with these people, they put their life on hold. Look, ain't nobody gonna put their life on hold for you. You know what I'm saying? You only live once, so follow your dreams, man. Whether they be Islamic dreams or they be dunya dreams, because not every dunya dream is haram. But say you went up set up a clothing line or something and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is to you, if you're not Muslim and you're hanging around more Muslims, wallahi, most people are not gonna. If you're around people that smoke weed, girls are chilling out there, they're drinking alcohol. When prayer time comes in, you're not gonna pray. That's the reality. You're not gonna pray. You know what I'm saying? When a girl goes to shake your hand, you're not gonna turn her down. When they offer you a spliff, you know what I'm saying, and so forth. Um, Maybe you'll turn it down, but maybe sometimes you're just smoking because you just don't want people to laugh at you, whatever, and so forth. So,